Minecraft villagers can be some of the most useful mobs in the game. They can give some amazing trades, including diamond tools, so they can be vital for your Minecraft worlds. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a villager trading hall, starting with a villager breeder, then the zombification process, and then the actual trading hall itself. So the first step in creating your Minecraft trading hall is to decide where you want it to be. For example, I want my Minecraft trading hall to be in this swamp. Now you need to go out at least 128 blocks, but I recommend that you go much further, just in case, because sometimes Minecraft villagers can be a little bit strange and it won't properly work if they're too close. Once you've gone to this position more than 128 blocks away, you need to start building the villager breeder. Personally, I prefer to have them lower down in the ground because generally speaking the villagers are more safe than if they're at the top of the ground. And there's more work to do if you do it on top. So build down at least 32 blocks. Then once you've dug down 32 blocks, create a room that is at minimum a 5x5 area and at maximum a 13x13 area, just like this. Make sure that it's 3 blocks tall and that the floor is still dirt with either carrots or potatoes. If your carrots or potatoes are not planting, make sure that you place some glowstone because they do need light to grow. You should also make sure that the entire area is watered, meaning that there's water within 5 blocks of every piece of soil. Now we need to create the practical part of the Minecraft villager breeder. For example, adding a composter in the very center of the Minecraft villager breeder with a glass block on top. This will allow the villager to become a farmer and farm in this area, and then the villager will pass the crops to the other villager and then they will breed. Next, you need to have a way to lure the baby villagers away from this area and into the zombification chamber and then into the trading hall after that. And because baby villagers love jumping on the beds, we can use this to our advantage to lure them in. So go to the sides of one of the Minecraft villager breeders and dig back 2 blocks. Then place 3 beds in a line just like this, and then place 2 trapdoors just like this. Then open the trapdoors, and now the villager will think they can make it because they think trapdoors are full blocks. However, when they try to go over, they'll fall and they'll be put in this water stream. It's also very important that you place a row of trapdoors above these blocks, because that way the older villagers will not be able to escape. Next, you'll need to continue a water stream going underneath these trapdoors away from the breeder, just like this. You should probably also add a water column like this so that you can put the villagers a bit higher up. And make sure to continue this water stream until the villagers are put in a 2x1 tube just like this. Also, remember to light up this area, as you don't want any zombies to spawn and kill the villagers yet. Now head to the little capsule that you made for your villagers to store in and replace the outsides of this capsule with any form of glass. Now on the corner of this glass, you'll need to create another massive area. I created a 10x10x10 area, just like this. Next, we'll need a way to get the villagers out of this hole. So create some rails in the formation just like this. Now go to this end and place a dispenser. Then on top of this dispenser, place a hopper. Then above this hopper, place 2 double chests, just like this. Then make sure to fill up this double chest with as many minecarts as you intend to have villagers. Next, place a trapdoor, just like this, as this trapdoor will be used to move the zombie villagers away from the original zombie. Because if we don't do that, as soon as the zombie villager is cured, it will be killed again. Next, underneath this trapdoor, create another railway line, but make it leading away from the villager breeder and away from the zombie. Next, create a room around the trapdoor that you've placed. It can be decorated however you want. However, it does need one thing, and that's a space for the zombie to go just behind the trapdoor. It's also important that this 2x1 area that the zombie goes in has a trapdoor itself so that the zombie cannot escape. Just like this. You should also make sure that there's a way to access this lower rail just like I've done with some stairs. And because this is the main area you're going to be using in the villager's zombification process, you're probably going to want to have a way to get in. So you can create a hole going all the way up to the surface and then place some scaffolding as an entrance and exit into this area. The next step is to add a bit of light into this area just so that no more zombies can actually spawn in it, as well as a button on the side which has a redstone light connecting to the dispenser. Then when you push this button, a redstone signal will be sent over to the dispenser, which will send off a minecart, which will pick up a villager and will take it to where the zombie will be, ready for the zombification process. And now comes one of the most frustrating parts of this whole process, moving some of the mobs in the correct place. So, once you've got your 2 villagers from the same village or another village far away, bring them to the hole over the original Minecraft villager breeder. Just like this. Make sure that they're in boats or in minecarts. Then make sure to box them all in, and then destroy the boats or minecarts. Then you need to push them in the hole, and hope that they land correctly on the water underneath, just like this. Once you've got 2 of the villagers in, you can then cover up the hole. Now, for the zombie, it can be quite difficult. So what I recommend doing is that above the area where you want your zombie to be, placing a trapdoor, and then creating a temporary spawning platforms for mobs. Then try and lure a zombie into this area. However, make sure that this zombie can hold items, as you will want to give it a weapon to deal more damage. Now this part can easily be the longest part, so make sure to be patient and to keep trying until you eventually have a zombie. And once you eventually have your zombie, don't forget to name tag it. And I named mine Subscribe, which is what you should do if you haven't already. Next, you need a way to block the zombie's eye of sight to the other villagers, so that it only focuses on the one you want to become zombified. To do this, place a piston, then a block, and then a lever. Then when you pull down the lever, the zombie's vision is covered and it cannot see the other villagers, and when you pull it up, it will immediately go to the villager you want to zombify. So, once you have your zombified villager, you are going to need to cure it. So, it's time to create a villager curing area. So, underneath the original trapdoor where you had some rails, continue it out until you create a small room just like this. Then, in this room, create a rail like this, where one side goes to the left and another side goes to the right. Also, have a lever next to the normal rail that determines which side, as that way you will be able to decide which one you want the villager to go through. Also, make sure that you have got one powered rail that is not powered, as that will stop the villager, and then you can push it through. Next, add some chests on the side of this room. This is where you can store some golden apples and some splash weakness potions. So, now you might be wondering, why did we have this unpowered rail? Well, the reason for that is so that the villager can stand on it while you're waiting for it to be cured. Then, once it is cured, you place down the appropriate workstation. For example, a lectern for a librarian. Then you place down this lectern and you think, do I like this trade? If you like this trade, then make sure to trade with it once. If you do not like it, then destroy the lectern and place another lectern. Now if you want your trade to be even cheaper, you can send it back around the zombification process, which is why we have this rail going to the left. So you have to make sure that it's all set up correctly, and then you send the villager all the way across from the left rail, back through the system, and repeat this cycle. But because you locked in the trade, you will not need to cycle through the trades again. And then when it does come back and you heal it, you can send it off to the trading hall, the right rail. So why don't you continue that right rail all the way down to where you intend to have your villager breeder. And remember, keep this rail really low until you've actually built the villager breeder, at which point we'll bring the rail up and into the villager breeder. So now that the villager breeder and the Minecraft zombification process is complete, it's time to build the Minecraft villager trading hall. So start out by going to the area and creating your villager trading hall. I'm going to be showing you the steps I used to create mine. Start out by creating a platform using dark oak slabs, just like this, over the swamp. Next, come to the edges just in front of the walkway and build up 4 blocks. Then, next to this and 1 block back, place a row of 3 dark oak logs, 3 high. Then create another 3 logs, 3 high, with a 1 block gap, and then just keep repeating this pattern. But in front of these logs, place 1 dark oak stair, then a dark oak trapdoor, then a dark oak stair. Just like this. Then on top of this, place 1 dark oak stair and then a dark oak slab on top. However, next to it, place a dark prismarine slab and then upside down dark prismarine stair. Make sure to repeat this pattern throughout all of the logs. Next, behind the dark oak slabs, place a line of spruce leaves, and then behind that, place a line of glowstone. Then place beds in between each of these gaps, just like this. Next, connect the 2 pillars that are going into the water with dark oak stairs. Then underneath the dark oak stairs, place dark oak fence gates. And to add a bit more dimensions to this Minecraft villager trading hall, add another layer of this Minecraft trading hall capsules on the side, just like this. And the next step in the Minecraft villager trading hall tutorial is to add a system that allows only 1 villager in each capsule. So this is how you make this redstone system. First of all, place an observer facing like this, above the bed, then place a string in front of this observer, then place another observer behind the original observer, then after that place an observer facing into this observer, and then place an observer facing into that, and then a piston, and then a redstone block on top of that piston. Then, next to the redstone block, place a glass, then on top of this glass, place a redstone dust. Now build the same redstone contraption on all the villager capsules, just like this. And now you just need to add the rails. You should add them in a formation just like you can see on screen now. And one of the final steps you need to do in creating the exterior of your Minecraft villager trading hall is to just add some walls and a ceiling. But for my ceiling, I also added some extra poles as support on the edges of my Minecraft villager trading hall, just like this. And for the roof, I used a mixture of dark oak trapdoors and dark oak pressure plates. Now the final step is to connect the rail from the villager breeder to the villager trading hall. And with that, the Minecraft villager trading hall, villager breeder and villager zombification process in this tutorial is complete. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. Don't forget to like that smash button as well as subscribing. You should also click the video on the left, or maybe the one on the right. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!